What's up, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. If you happen to see my crazy but really fun 24-hour crafting challenge video, I'm filming this the day afterwards. So I have a little bit of a mess here in like the art room crafting studio. I've got yarn and some fabric and stuff still scattered about, which I'm going to clean that up separately, but I thought, if I can scoop this more out of the way, I've been watching just like a lot of like cozy crocheting videos while I was doing that whole crafting challenge, but I've kind of gotten into like yarn organization. I've always been into any kind of organization, but I thought it would be fun to like have you come along while I kind of like clean up and organize my yarn and drink Smoothie King. So here's what we're working with. It's kind of a bigger mess than normal because I usually have, these are just strays. I usually have this, I don't even know if you can see it. This basket here, which is very full. And then a whips basket that I keep like on the corner of my couch against the wall for current projects that I'm working on, so I don't always have to come get them from in here. But that is currently full of all of the yarn I'm using for a year-long work in progress. So that basket is occupied. So this needs some reorganization. If you notice this stack as well, these are all the projects that need to be cannibalized. These are things that I don't wear, or I made them for a video or something, but there's not room in my wardrobe for endless amounts of crocheted projects that I never wear. So I'm also going to be turning all of these into yarn balls today. I still do not know if I'm a yarn winder person, so I'm going to be winding all these by hand. So yeah, let's go through some yarn and organize things. Okay, so these go together. These I still need to use. One of the things I didn't get to in that crafting challenge video was adding trim to a top I made that like the hem rolls up. So I need to fix that, and then I ended up, oh, that has a little nugget that goes with it too. And then I bought all these like super cute little cotton skeins that I am not going to use for the project I bought them for, but I really like them, so I'm keeping them. And I also want to try out different types of cotton yarn. I mean, it's not that different, obviously, but this is made of cotton, and I don't like it. I bought these because they were small and I wasn't going to be using very much. I like the feel of it now is fine, but it sucks when you wash it. I have a pair of shorts I made out of cotton they're really cute and comfortable, but like I have to wash them alone because they just leave like little blue pills of everything. So sorry, I'm really angry about cotton yarn apparently. What else was I gonna grab? This is staying put because it's kind of its own work in progress thing. There's those. Then of course I went back to buy more the other day, and I just bought some pretty colors. So those are kind of, I think, let's switch views a little bit. Okay, I figured this way you could see what's happening a little bit. I'm gonna, obviously this is a pile, and then I'm gonna make piles based on just sort of like random skeins that I don't have a project for yet, and then things that I have a project in mind for. So I will sort through those, and then we'll kind of move on from there. Oh yeah, I also just discovered the joys of velvet yarn, and I will be going tomorrow to get a couple more colors of this for some Mother's Day gifts. So I do have to remember to make room for like 2 more skeins of this. Okay, my basket is empty. These barely even look like piles. I have so much yarn. When I don't have this much, I will try to kind of sort and stack by like yarn weights or sizes of like the amount I have left, but when I have this much, sometimes it's just about getting it to fit. I also, in a perfect world, will sometimes stack colors together that I like, thinking, you know, that might like give me an idea. I have a couple down here that for a while, it's like I've been looking at them and I really like the color palette, but I don't know what to do with them yet. I actually have a stash busting project that I might start today, but I'm like, I can't remember if I showed you guys that on my wall. It's a double-sided like stretched tapestry of scrap yarn. I am also a fine artist and I've been delving into the world of like combining fine art and fiber arts, so I have another project in that vein that I think is going to be a good stash buster that I'm probably going to get started soon. I'm probably just going to make a short for it. I don't know if it needs its own video, but okay, now I'm going to start trying to reorganize and stack all of this stuff in hopefully a better arrangement than I had it before. So it's been about 45 minutes. When I came up here to film this, I didn't really think about that I would want to unwind all of these. So I'm gonna work on this for a while and probably throughout the day, and then we'll come back when it's time to actually put things away. Okay, so it's actually been less time than I thought. I think I took about a half-hour break to eat lunch, but I think it took about math. Like a little over 2 hours, I think. I decided to leave this as is. This is like it's all this like sport weight yarn, so it's really, really thin, and this entire skirt was done almost with slip stitches, and I remember how long this took to do, so I'm going to just like undo this as I need it and just kind of like roll it up and include it with stuff. So I think what I am going to do is I started gathering some of the yarn balls that I want to use for my like stash busting art project, and I think I'm gonna keep those in this tote bag. So I think I'm gonna keep all of that stuff in here and kind of decide as I go what I want that to be, and then I will put everything else in here. This is actually one of the first crochet projects I ever made when I was a kid. It's like a really bad just like double crochet panel, and I like tied it up in the middle of here to separate stuff sometimes. So this is gonna be, I try to keep like stuff that I have plans for on one side and then just miscellaneous stuff on the other, and hopefully it'll all fit a little better than it did before. Okay, so this is kind of overflowing, but that's just more incentive for me to get working on it soon. So this usually lives here. This another one, I try not to just like leave things like stacked in front of other stuff, but I don't usually use the bottom drawer of my little bookshelf anyway, so that I guess can sit there with these sort of like, I have another top that the sleeves just aren't quite right, so I need to like doctor. Sorry, I have the hiccups. I have another top that the sleeves just fit a little weird that I need to like doctor up some. So those can live there. And then this definitely lays a little better. It's not a perfect system. I about halfway through rethought it because now the projects I have plans for are on the bottom, but that's fine. I'm constantly having to like dig things out of this, so that's okay. So this can go back into its home. I do like that it's this really, like, you can't even see what I'm talking about. I do like, sorry, there's tags on it. I never take the tags off of anything, apparently. But I like the big open, like, mesh so that I can still see through it quite a bit. So just a quick little add-in. This is like a random craft table. You can see I keep my bin of acrylic paint under there. But I had this bin. I don't think it's always going to hold yarn, but I decided to make this bin the yarn that I have plans for, and then the one that is underneath my crafting desk that my chair is sort of in the way of, that is the bin of things I don't have plans for. So this way it's just a little bit easier to keep organized. Okay, well, that definitely feels better to just know that things are a little bit more organized, and I like to do that every once in a while anyway, just to like kind of relearn what I have to make sure I'm not overbuying things that I think I need, but it turns out I already had. So I hope you enjoyed this sort of just like chill yarn storage organization. If you like this video and you want to see more from me, feel free to subscribe. I post videos 2 to 3 times a month. I've got a bunch of really exciting crochet content coming up soon, as well as all kinds of other stuff that I like to get up to. So I hope to see you in a future video. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you next time.